Saturn could float in water. Imagine a giant planet, not only the second largest in our solar system, but one that could defy all logic if placed in water. That planet is Saturn. Yes, Saturn, this massive gas giant could, in theory, float in a vast enough ocean. And I don't mean a giant water bottle, but a cosmic-sized sea. Let's put this into perspective. Saturn is composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, which are both light gases. In fact, its average density is less than that of water. That's right, Saturn is less dense than our planet's oceans. If you could somehow scoop up enough water to fill a pool big enough for Saturn, the planet would float like a giant gaseous balloon. This is an idea that captures the imagination. Saturn, with its iconic rings and vast size, is already an incredible sight to behold. But the notion that it could float like a giant lily pad on an ocean stretches the boundaries of our understanding. Its mass is enormous, about 95 times that of Earth, but it's spread out over such a vast volume, making it surprisingly light for its size. Now, let's zoom out a bit and think about the forces that would be at play if this ever happened. Gravity, as we know it, would be at work, trying to pull the planet beneath the surface. But with Saturn's low density, the force of buoyancy from the water would push back just enough to keep it from sinking. It's as if nature itself is playing a grand game of balancing forces. If only we could see it, right? A giant ball of gas and ice, floating serenely on water. It's a thought that feels like something from a sci-fi story, yet it's based on real scientific principles. Saturn could float in a giant pool, if one existed. And that's just one of the many fascinating things about our universe. So the next time you look up at the stars and see Saturn shining in the night sky, just remember, this majestic planet could float in water, defying everything we thought we knew about density and gravity. Help the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing.